explain all the important work that he has done for the last 14 years. Okay. So we will wait for Carissa. Carissa will be the translator. Baita will be the guide. Okay. Wait a bit for Carissa. Okay to take photos. Not allowed to take photos inside. Only video. Yep. Oh, okay for documentation. Documentation team can take photos.
Okay.
But it cannot be published, yeah. It cannot be published.
Okay.
Only for archive, yeah.
So please write the guest book first. Name and details.
Tadi mana nanti? Aku pindah keคนกลัวโบแล้วอะมันกลัวโบ
Carissa. Halo. Bentar Pak, saya.
Assalamualaikum semuanya. Selamat datang di Selasar Sunario Art Space. Perkenalkan saya Ica. Saya sebagai front office-nya Selasar Sunario Art Space.
Hi everyone, welcome to Selasar Sunario Art Space. This is Ica, the front house person. So yeah, just welcome to Selasar Sunario Art Space.
Ya, jadi Selasar Sunario Art Space ini adalah sebuah ruang terbuka yang diresmikan atau yang didirikan pada tahun 1998 oleh Pak Sunario. Tahun 98.
Okay, so this is the art space is like an open space that established in 1998 by Mr. Sunario himself.
Pak Sunario sendiri adalah seorang seniman patung. Beliau lulusan dari Studio Patung ITB pada tahun 69.
Mr. Sunario is a sculpture artist graduated from ITB. In 69. Okay.
Dan selain membuat karya patung, Pak Sunario juga membuat karya lukisan, cetak grafis, panggung teater, poster, tapestry, dan instalasi.
Okay, so besides sculpture, Mr. Sunario also makes painting, printmaking, and what else?
Panggung teater,
Theatrical performance, and installation,
masih banyak.
and anything. Arts.
Ya. Dan di sini ada pameran Pak Sunario. Ini menengok langkah judulnya, jadi Sunario Sculpture and Installation Exhibition. Di sini pameran menengok langkah merupakan pameran arsip atau dokumentasi dari karya-karya instalasinya Pak Sunario yang sudah pernah dipamerkan.
Okay, so in this room, this is an exhibition about all his works and his installation. It's like his previous artworks and installation, and then this exhibit again here on his space. Basically, all the works here have been exhibited before somewhere else. So this all is like archive.
Okay.
Jadi semua yang ada di sini karya-karya yang sudah pernah dipamerkan, dan ini adalah karya patung dan instalasinya beliau.
And inside this room are like installation and sculptures.
Di sini ada karya patung di Pak Sunario, buatnya tahun 1998. Kenapa dibungkus oleh kain hitam? Karena pada saat pembukaan Selasar, Indonesia mengalami krisis moneter di tahun 98.
Okay, so everyone, this one you can see his sculpture, and you notice from the appearance of the art itself, it's like wrapped in like a blanket. So the concept is in 1998, Indonesia has like monetary crisis. So this artwork symbolized that crisis.
Jadi ini simbol kebekuan hatinya Pak Sunario atas kondisi Indonesia.
These works represents his what is like heartbreaks, or his heart turns into stone, the silence on that age, that year. So yeah, this is the works. So hi everyone, English translation. So yeah, this is just like the complete explanation about what happened in 1998. This one, the English version. So you can read it if you like.
Ini sebetulnya pameran Neoplanka ini secara tematik terbagi ke dalam 3 ruang. Ruang pertama itu ini, di sini Aden mewakili keresahan dirinya terhadap kondisi sosial, politik, kebudayaan, dan kehidupan pada masa reformasi.
So the exhibition itself divided into 3 parts. This is the first part, symbolize
Kondisi sosial dan politik.
social and politics conditions. Also in 1998 and his self-anxious. Yeah, that's all. So this is the first part, 1 out of 3 part of the exhibition.
Nanti di ruangan kedua ada tentang kerusakan alam dan lingkungan yang mengenaskan.
And in the second room, there's like environmental damage and forest.
Di ruangan terakhir, penjelajahan dirinya atas material batu dan akhirnya Pak Sunario membuka museum baru namanya Wat Batu.
And the last part is the third room where Mr. Sunario finally found himself and how he can finally explore things and stuff deeper about stone. And finally he decided to open the new museum that we will visit later, the Wat Batu. It means stones, but yeah, for now this is the first part.
Lalu di sebelah sini ada 3 karya Pak Sunario. Karya ini dipaham langsung oleh beliau di suku Asmat Papua. Dan di sini judul karyanya Citra Irian. Dan satu karya ini kenapa ditutup? Karena karya ini dibakar oleh mahasiswanya Pak Sunario.
Okay, so here you can see 3 installation. It's called Citra Irian. So Irian is an island in Indonesia, like one of the furthest. Yeah, West Papua is very far in Indonesia. It represents.
Pak Sunario ingin mengenalkan kebudayaan.
Okay. So basically, he just would like to tell about Papua and their culture. So he making this sculpture like in Papua. He went there to make these artworks, and why this one is like he put it on display like this because it was burned by his students. So now it stays like this.
Jadi waktu muridnya memprotes orang itu cek Citra Iriannya.
Okay. Why the students burned the artworks is because the students felt that there's nothing like Papua, nothing like Indonesia in his words. It's more like westernized, and they don't feel like it's okay, and they don't feel like it's Indonesian enough. So the student just make a protest, and they just burned it. So yeah.
Like we see the year is 77. This is where it's like 12 years after the decommission of the first president of Indonesia, because in that period before 65 the popular style is social realist, but at that moment if we make abstract you will be considered as Western followers, so you are not a good artist. But after 65 there is a big movement of this abstract artist who is being erased before. So in the 70s, it's like really the rising of the abstract. But at the same time, this abstract painter or abstract sculpture is still using the way Western artists using the indigenous expression. On the critical argument of the students who burned this one, okay, Sunario, you are a famous artist, you can do this, but you have no influence, you you do no effect to this area people. They stay indigenous and they stay backwards. It's only you that improvise from this. So you are doing what Western people doing. So I should merge your sculpture. You are just the same to this Western people. Yeah. So that's the story. Pardon? It happens in ITB. In the square, you see the plaza in the middle, the plaza, yeah, it's up here.
ขึ้นมาก่อนนะครับขึ้นมาอีก
So this one was put in the front.
So the students sneak to the space and then burn it.
I think it's publicly displayed.
But in the
Ini ada di pada Windows waktu
dibakar.
dipamerkan di luar negeri, lalu disimpannya di ITB.
waktu di ITB kan
Terus
sensasiaan.
sensasiaan.
Oh yeah, they like sneak in here to burn this. Yeah. Stay.
Karena ini karyanya sama dokumentasi, mungkin lanjut aja ke karya ini. Ini kita akan memasuki ruangan kedua, yaitu tentang kegembiraannya terhadap kondisi alam dan lingkungan yang mengenaskan.
So everyone, we're about to enter in the second room, and this is like to symbolize the gate that entering the second room is about environmental damage
Alam dan lingkungan.
and just like nature and how his heart is broken about that. Okay, let's go inside.
Mungkin tahu ya ini maksudnya apa, pohon atasnya diganti.
Oh yeah. So you can see this is a tree, and on the up there's like a concrete. So yeah, you can interpret it yourself. And it's real.
Beneran ya, ini pohonnya pohon asli, nantinya bakal ada base.
Okay, so the branch is not real, but the tree is real. Please don't touch. We can touch her here. The branch is made from resin. Oh yeah, you can go inside. Everyone, we're going to burn. No sneaking in.
No, I thought this.
You can, but don't burn it, please.
Ini sambungan atau lanjutan dari pohon beton yang di depan. Kalau kondisi sekarang sudah seperti ini.
Boleh berapa orang?
So we can go inside.
Enggak sih, cuma sampai situ.
Okay, so please take turns with others because it's really small place.
How many people should go in? Like 2 or 3?
It's okay. It's just like it's not far away, so just like you're going to be standing in the corner. Maybe one. This just symbolize the environmental and 4-H damage. This one series with the tree on the front.
Okay, we cannot step on the block. Sorry, no one step on the block.
Kalau ini ada krisis dan Candi Batu, ini tentang peristiwa lumpur lapindo di sebelah.
Oh iya. Gimana ya jelasinnya? Gede ya, lumpur lapindo aja.
Iya. Tahun 2000
Taming Sari.
Chris.
Taming Sari.
Coming Sari. We say Chris.
ชื่ออะไรนะทำไมจับไฟ
Oh, help, help!
Oh, sorry. Okay. Is everyone going to? Has everyone already going to this room?
Not yet.
Not yet. Okay. Take turns with your friends, and I will wait here. This is like. No. Wait. Wait. that room represents lumpur, lapindo, or what is that, like the mud that like, what is that, the mud itself?
So the condition was there's one area that should be drilled for an oil.
Yeah,
But for
there's a mistake, an accident,
the mistake was they are not using the right equipment. So it ruined all it's like the city. It's very big.
So it makes a hole to the center of the earth, and then the mud comes out from this
And it cannot be
underground.
stopped.
It cannot be stopped.
Where? Which area?
In
Lapindo,
Java.
in Java.
In Java.
Now still.
Yeah,
Yes,
it's
yes.
still. So many people, their homes is like just like
A lot of small business and houses demolished, and they don't really have other place to go.
they just drown in the mud, like the whole village, the whole city actually.
What year?
It's 2006, 2006. Yeah, it's 2006, and it's still going now. Like many experts say, if it's keep going, Java Island will just like drowning to the sea because all the muds from inside is like going up and up and up. So yeah, it still can be stopped until now. And the company that caused that damage, they cannot responsible for what they are doing. It's Bakri. Actually, he runs for president like 3 years ago. The guy who owns the company, yeah. And then he just like abandoned all those people, like. And then because he's like very rich, all the media finally just shut down. So yeah, that's really bad, and it's still happening until now. Maybe when you go to Jogja, you can see. Yeah, it's really close. Okay, so the next
name
one
is
is
Lapindo.
Meja.
Lapindo mud. So Lapindo
Lapindo.
is
Sidoarjo.
Lapindo is the name of the company.
Oh, from the mud from the company.
Mud is the area is in Sidoarjo. SEDOARDGO.
Ini ruang terakhirnya dari pameran neokampanye Pak Sunaryo. Di sini adalah penjelajahan atas
Okay. So this is the last room of Selatan Sunaryo Art Space. It's like the title is like exploration towards Lot Batu. This is the story how finally he decided to create the museum called Lot Batu, and then why he have like a closeness to stone material, and he's like really love stones. It sounds wrong, yeah, but yeah. Stone is his thing, so yeah. This is his initial idea.
This is water from what here? But more just like that.
And everyone, please gather here and take a look at this artworks here, the installation here. This is another milestone of Mr. Sunaryo. So, if you ever heard of an event called Bom Bali, it's like literally a bomb, not like I explained before, it's like an explosion. Have you heard about that? It happens in Bali. So yeah, these artworks represent that events. It's called Thousand of Wounds. He would like to say it's not only human that felt wounds and hurt. Nature also can be hurt, and this is symbolize pain and hurt that felt by nature itself. So yeah, and it was made in 70 the art house in Jogja in 2003. Oh yeah, in 2003. So yeah, this is the representation of Bom Bali event. Okay, so I guess that's all from Selasar Sunario Art Space. You are free to roaming around by yourself. Hold on. So after we visit the residential space, we're going to visit a really new space that haven't been open for public. So we are the first person. It's going to be the ceremony opening is tomorrow, but we have like a free entry, the pass, special pass for us to see the room, including his printmaking works. So yeah, we're going there after the residential room. So let's follow by Cha.
This glass is so.
Huh? It's what?
So.
So?
Yeah. So.
Oh, so. It's market.
Do we take a photo?
Boleh, kalau ini boleh foto kan? Boleh. This one we can take pictures.
Yes. So this is a random artist here.
No, it's
So you see?
this one is transit. So this one is actually invited. So this artist, you can get excited.
Tahun ini program residensi transit ini kita ngundang dari yang ada di Bandung.
Ini itu yang ketiga ya?
Yang keempat.
Keempat.
Itu. Ya, yang dari itu.
So guys, this is another part of the space that Selasar Sunario likes to do an exhibition. But now currently they turn this space into a studio, and we have 4 artists from Jelekong. Jelekong is a part of Bandung City where they produce a lot of touristic paintings, like usually landscape, usually still life. And then in one day they can produce to like 500 paintings to be sold. When you go to Braga yesterday, you saw a lot of paintings on the streets. Normally they are from Jelekong. So this is also another experimental program by Selasar Sunario. This program called Transit, where they invite 3 to 4 artists from different cities to have a residency here in Selasar Sunario. And then they invite curators, writers, and art critics to come and give feedback to the artists for the residency period goes for like berapa lama? 2 months, and then the work will be then going to be exhibited in either in Bandung or in Jakarta. Oh yeah, the show will be on 2nd of June. So now they invited artists from Jelekong. So yeah, this is the artist. No. Oh ya udah. Namanya siapa? Yang lainnya namanya? Oh.
also held a workshop for 20 people. So during the opening, there will be a live painting by the people who join the workshop. So, yeah. In this area, you can see the participants of the workshop. You can see their paintings. It's over here, and they will do the live paintings on the opening night on the 2nd of June.
They invite artists that usually works are considered as hits. Yeah, and very cheap.
But you are open for it.
I think they're open.
Okay. Yeah.
Do you want to join him, June?
No, maybe if the information maybe come to my
I'm going to send Fanta for you. Funding about funding.
funding. Right now, we
Well,
part
maybe
accommodation.
if I send Fanta for you, it's probably
Accommodation. Yeah.
This is another exhibition room of Selasar Sunario. So in this room we have works from Sunario, printmaking. As far as I know, never been exhibited in one room or in one single show. It's always exhibited, but always in a group show, things like that. But this is also his exploration on the Papua visual element, traditional element, and he tries to create another formal visualization through printmakings. So yeah, we are lucky to be the first to see.
Oh.
So enjoy.
Everyone, this is Mas Isal. Hi, say hi to Mas Isal. Mas Isal is the librarian of the Selasar Sunario, and then this room is the library, and there are like 4,000 something of books and catalogs from exhibitions all of Indonesia, and some of them are like international exhibition. And here.
Buku-buku di sini juga bukan semuanya seni rupa ya, jadi ada teater, musik, ada arsitek, apa lagi ya?
Sastra.
Ya sastra, ya sastra.
Not only art books, but there are architecture and music and theater and sastra apa ya?
Bahasa Inggris.
Sastra apa mbak? Bisa nih? Sastra apa ya? And literature, like classic literature, so it's not just art books. So yeah, that's all Mas Isal can explain. And over here, there is Ronnie, the adopted daughter of Mr. Sunario. She's the CEO. Yeah.
Hello.
Hello there.
Say hello to Rani.
Yes.
What's your name again?
Rani.
Hello, Rani.
Okay, so
Anything about Rani?
anything about Rani? Do you want to explain? say something?
She speaks English really good, so she will explain and
You also hit me. I'm leaving by.
Where are you going?
So actually here we also, well actually I asked Tani to prepare this one. This is the catalog of Asian International Art Exhibition. The one that we see, the room we see for the residency part, the transit, was actually built to accommodate the exhibition. This is how to say, we can say this is a typical Southeast Asian regional exhibition at that moment. But well, maybe we are not doing this kind of exhibition, of course, but maybe this could also be a reference how to say, how people categorize based on countries actually. So yeah, feel free to see this one. Feel free to see this one. We have free times up until 5, so you can sit around in the library. You can also go to the amphitheater.
And on drinks coffee.
Singapore.
Yeah. Once again, the entrance.
Tetap on Cemburu Smoke.
coffee is really good.
So 5 p.m. we meet at the entrance.
Natapon is his name.
Oh.
The meaning is our love.
5 p.m. at the entrance with the power of love.
So you can have coffee at the cafeteria, okay? And just do whatever you want. Huh? You need to buy water, not
If you want, if you want, you can use.
Into that really close space.
Professor. Also my sponsor also.